What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me for your daily horoscope. This is Brian here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Hope you guys are doing well. It is June 18th, 2020, Thursday. Well, we're at 28 degrees of Gemini today, and we're getting very close to that conjunction with the North Node. Definitely, this is like a destiny call. It's putting us on our right path this year. It's like, are we in our truth? Are we communicating? And are we bridging gaps? Are we seeing both sides? Are we being hermetic? Mercury rules Gemini, so it's very mercurial. And it's very much like, it's just about going to both sides and seeing it out. Like, Mercury delivers the messages from the underworld to God, from Hades to Zeus. So he goes both ways. He sees both sides, and he doesn't judge. He just delivers the message. And I think we're all kind of coming into a place where we need to deliver the message and see the truth, and use our discernment to find our truth. It's not about all those beliefs, like I always say. It's just it's really about like finding yourself right now, finding your truth, and being able to express that to the people close to you in your communities, and focusing on what's really around you as an individual. Mercury retrograde. Today is our first full day of Mercury retrograde. I felt it pretty good yesterday. I was thinking that, I've had some pretty good success with Mercury retrogrades in the past, but this one already feels different. This one feels like it's gonna make people really figure out their emotional state and their the foundation that their emotions are built on, and it's going to bring a lot of that to mind, and you're going to have to come back and really figure out yourself on a deep emotional level right now, and where you stand on a lot of things, and are you in that truth? Are you living your divine guidance? Are you using the discernment that Spirit's giving you, or or are you stuck in some crazy beliefs that got your emotions all tied up in a bunch of nonsense that have you at an extremely low vibration, thinking about not fun things? But, well, I don't blame you, because the world's pretty crazy right now, and there's a lot going through a lot of people's minds. Our moon here is going to be coming into Gemini as it's in its balsamic dark moon phase, approaching our sun for the new moon solar eclipse on the 21st. Well, we're making some really good aspects today to Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn, especially Saturn. I think we're really going to be able to emotionally express and innovate to people and our people around us and to ourselves, and be innovative and be a rebel and come into our truth, and not just fall for the tricks and fall for the illusion. I think Saturn's given us the green light here to get ready to jump into that new way of being, and just kind of start to see each other. That 0 degree of Aquarius is a powerful one. Like, it wants to connect, it wants to rebel. It's about humanity, and I think this is kind of just our last real window to get to that Aquarius state where we're going, before we come back into Capricorn without the South Node in Capricorn, and we just get the full Capricorn restrictive energy. And you thought that like the lockdown and the curfews that we've had coming were like heavy. Well, I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, this energy without the South Node there, all in Capricorn with 2 Pluto Jupiter conjunctions, we're gonna feel every bit of Capricorn, and there's a lot more craziness to come. So, don't want to scare people, but I do want to warn you guys. Mars here is coming up on squares too with the North Node, still squaring the Sun with a light orb, but definitely coming up on the square of the nodes. So I think that's a lot of pressures. Like, are we going to take action on going towards the like bright future and the bright destiny that we have as a collective, or are we going to get stuck in some, like what the TV said? I feel like this, because the TV is just so broad, like it affects everybody, and that's like some sad stuff. Like, when things affect everybody like that, and they're just being force fed someone else's truth and someone else's agenda. Well, I feel like we got to take action here. Are we going to go towards our truth and like our divine guidance, or are we just going to be led by the weird TV guru? Something to think about. And I think Mars in Pisces here is getting the message from Spirit. He wants to do the right thing, but you got to make the choice for yourself. Definitely got to make that choice for yourself. Yeah. North Node is quincunx Saturn, which is it's been that way for a while now, but I haven't really talked about it, and I think it just feels really weird trying to go towards that new place, that new futuristic way of being, and like this new connected sense of humanity. And we just got just a little taste of it with Saturn coming into Aquarius, but we will get more. We just got more to deal with, and these retrogrades are going to bring more and more of that up. The Neptune retrograde is something I'm actually really interested in. We'll talk more about that this weekend, but Neptune's retrograde is unique because often it lifts the illusion that Neptune can bring, especially when it's so strong in its home sign of Pisces. So I think Neptune going retrograde is going to be a huge wake-up call, especially as Mars comes into Aries. I mean, we're going to be like, we're going to have some drive. We're going to have some passion and some drive, and we're just going to go do what feels right to us at the time, and it's going to bring out some interesting things, I think. On a world level, I definitely think that it brings out some aggression and some war even. I think we are on the making of a little civil war. So we'll see what happens with that, I don't want anybody to be scared, but I do want to warn you guys, like, we're coming into a crazy second half of the year, and these eclipses are going to just rock people's worlds. So use this good energy that we got now, like the moon coming over Venus. Like, man, find your truth, find your values and what makes you feel good and what brings you comfort in life. And if you have someone to share that with, amazing. If not, then you're meant to just figure this out on your own. And Saturn's giving you the green light to be that rebel and to connect in ways that you never thought you could before. To make that leap, take that leap of faith. So, yeah, I mean, the moon also is making a semi-square to Mercury, so we gotta don't feel like you can't express your emotions. You gotta take the risk sometimes, and that's what a lot of this Capricorn energy is like taking the risk to go to a new structure. And I think emotionally we gotta take the risk with our moon making that, and we got to take the risk and really express it and express the emotions within that we're going to be getting brought to the surface. There's a lot coming. This is not easy astrology. It's really heavy stuff. And the healing, I talk about it often with Chiron and Aries, but it's about healing ourselves. It's about really focusing on ourselves right now, and Lilith on top of that is some pretty powerful energy. And it's opposing Juno, which just wants to make everybody feel good. But to feel good, you have to, you can't make others feel good unless you feel good. And we still have a lot of healing to do. I think a lot of people are really on the right path. I think overall this is playing such a huge part. Like, I see so many people doing that self-work, and it's beautiful. And I'm doing it too, every day. So keep doing the work, keep figuring yourself out, and use that Black Moon Lilith, to do what you have to do to be yourself. Don't let things hold you back. Don't let these old beliefs of South Node Sag hold you back from growing and evolving. Be yourself. There's some really true healing in being your authentic self. I made a post on Twitter that I quit. I haven't really quit yet. I have my pinky toe in the door, but I did leave a really good paying job to be an astrologer and to just come out and try and make videos and do readings and help people. And some people think I'm crazy, but we got to do what we got to do what aligns with our truth right now. And that's where the North Node's at, and that's what's up. So anybody out there who's taking that leap of faith to be your true authentic self and to go where you're guided, hats off to you. Hats off to you. All right, pull a card for the day. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's about starting with that passion within, It's about getting ready to go on a new journey of self-love, of creation. We have to build a new reality here. Like, the old one is falling. So I think as a collective, like, this comes really back to, it has a lot of like Chiron and Aries feel to it. Like, we gotta get ready and get that fire burning for this new world, because it's ours to create, and that starts on an individual basis. And create the reality you want, because it will emanate to the collective. All right, my son's yelling at me. I gotta go, but I love you guys. I hope you have a great Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.